Roscoe, sit. The video I'm going to be doing today is a video about our soybean crop that we have in this 11-acre field. As you can see, the beans are about mid-thigh high, and we're expecting about a 30 to 40 bushel output. And for our usual field output, we don't expect more than 40 or 50 bushels. But for the year we've had and how bad it's washed, it's going to be a sensational year if we get anything above 40. When we planted this field, it was the first field we planted this spring. And when we planted it, about 6 o'clock that day, right as we were about done planting, we got 4.5 inches of rain, and it's washed all this. You can see all the low patches, all the empty patches. You can see from down, right down there is where it washed, and I'll show you where all the beans washed to. And you can see right up here, they're almost waist level, but a lot of the fertilizer washed down here too, and that's why the beans look lower in some spots, and up on that hill they look good where the fertilizer stayed. But right there is where a lot of fertilizer and a lot of soybeans washed too. This field right here is about 10 acres, and this was the second field we planted, and this field washed nowhere near as bad as all the other fields. Don't get me wrong, it washed bad where it did wash, but it did not wash like the other fields on this farm. And when you get out past the end rows, you get into some waist high beans, and we do have weeds coming in it, but we're getting ready to spray tomorrow. But this field usually averages about 45 to 50 bushels, and we're expecting about that because it didn't wash as bad, and we put a little bit more fertilizer on this because our second best field on this farm last year. This is our second best field, and it did an average 35 bushels to an acre last year, and it was full of weeds, and we sprayed it 5 times. And this year it looks like it's doing really good for what it's been through. This field right here is about 15 to 16 acres. I'm not 100% sure. But this field has given us the most trouble out of every field on the farm. It's been sprayed more than any other field. And granted, when this was the second to last field planted on the farm, and it was the last field we sprayed. So it didn't get that good initial kill of the weed, and the weeds got a stronger and stronger stand. And this had a double pass over everywhere. We doubled this field over in fertilizer, and it does not look anywhere near as good as any of the other fields. Right here it's pretty strong, it's about waist high, and spots further back are about waist high. But it has not performed like we had hoped with all of the money we put into it.